Hello. Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Videzra's Fashion and Creations, and I'm Danita, the Chief Designer here. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you're not new, just welcome back. Thank you so much for the constant support. I know I have a few new subscribers and I want to shout you out. It's really good just to know that videos are being liked and you're enjoying the content. So as I continue, thank you for the support. As always, don't forget to like, share, and if you still haven't yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe. It'll be an absolute joy to have you be a part of my community. All right, so let's get into this week's video. Okay. So last Sunday, I went live here on YouTube and I was with you live and in living color, just trying to decide what outfits I'm going to wear for the week. And as promised, if you watch that video, I told you that I would try to do a video that showed you exactly what I ended up deciding on wearing for the week. Spoiler alert, this was today's outfit. And I know you didn't see this outfit, okay? But I promise you, I did good, and the planning really helped. It really helped because it gave me some ideas of what I was feeling for, and you'll see as we go along what I did change, and I'll tell you the reasons why I did change it. So let's get into the first outfit, which was a Monday. Y'all know I just got these Zara pants. I got them on sale for about $18 or $17, and I was excited to wear them. They're a bit of a wide leg, so I was really looking forward to pairing this. Now mind you, it is still kind of cold here. We're still in winter. As much as I'd like it to not be winter, I have to admit it's still winter. We're almost there, but not quite. So I had to dress warm enough. But for this pants, I knew I needed to do a button-down shirt. I had the perfect tie to go with it, so I paired it with this tie. I really did not want to have to wear a blazer, but again, because of the weather, I knew it would have been better, and especially since it was Monday morning, I figured the blazer would give it a kind of exquisite look, so I paired it with this blazer. I kind of wish it was a different color blazer, but I think altogether it worked well. You know me and black, it's like a love-hate relationship. Black works, but I just hate doing black so often. Like, I feel like every week you're gonna wear a black blazer, like switch it up, you know, but it is an essential and it works. So I paired it with my black boots and the black blazer, so everything tied in. I didn't need a belt for this pants because it doesn't have loops. I really liked the way how this flowed. It wasn't nothing too exciting or transformative. Yeah, it wasn't too transformative. It wasn't nothing new under the sun. Everybody has done a blazer, tie, and shirt. So I didn't think I was doing anything super special, but of course I felt really good. My hair was freshly washed and twisted, so that was my Monday's OOTD. Tell me what you think in the comments below. All right, so the next day on Tuesday, I decided to throw back this outfit that I've already done. I knew that this turtleneck, this beige turtleneck, goes really nicely with the blue, so I paired it with it. But the only thing I did add differently was the belt. I thrifted this belt and it's genuine leather. It's in a superb condition and it just makes me feel really good. And of course, you'll see I've introduced my thrifted coat. I thrifted this coat in a new Goodwill that I found a little bit outside of my area, and they surprisingly got some good things. I think I was going on a live with you guys too, so you walked through while I was shopping in there and I found this coat, so I was really excited to wear this since it was still cold. It did actually keep me warm. The texture, the quality on this is very nice. The boots of course matched the top. It was a no-brainer. This outfit gave me some joy, some spark. It made me feel like I was really fashionable, and I think the secret really was the coat and the belt. Now when I was in the office, obviously I would not have my coat on, so I did have my poncho, which I think I'll insert a picture of that, of how I've worn that poncho before, because that color also pairs very well. So all together collectively the outfit was really good, so I really liked that. No, the next day I was off and I had a doctor's appointment, and I remember telling you guys that I was going to pair this jumper with this white shirt underneath, and I put it on that morning and something about it wasn't giving. And you'll see I created like a TikTok because I was like, what do you guys think? And I kind of got confused and in my head, and I tried a different combination and I ended up not going with the jumper altogether. There was just something about the shirt. I don't know if it's the cut in the middle. I don't know if it's the neckline. I don't know if it's a jumper because I think it shrunk. So it's not as long as I like my, something wasn't working out. So I went for these denim pleated wide leg low-rise pants, which I've had for years. I really like this because it almost looks like a skirt, but it's not, and it fits me very well. I wore my sneakers. The same top was fine. It wasn't extremely cold that day, but I still needed to be warm, so I had my scarf and my coat. Obviously it was easy, it was nice, it was casual, it was chic. It's just an errands day, and I think it was really good. I really would have liked to wear the jumper, but I feel like I need to wear it with a button shirt that actually buttons up rather than this deep V neckline. I think that was a problem. But let me know your thoughts below if you think the other pairing worked just fine and I was just in my head. I don't know, sometimes that happens. So the next day, that was Thursday, and my gosh, I can't even believe it's already Saturday today, right? Sunday by the time you're watching this, or sometime when you're watching this. So this was probably my favorite day out of the entire week, and it's particularly because of the colors. And even though I keep telling you that I'm not really a black person, black, red, and white is my favorite color combo of all times. And so I particularly loved this outfit. It was my white button-down shirt. I paired it with the same black tie that I have. You could barely see it, but you could know that there's a tie underneath. And I put this red sweater over it, and I wore my Zara black side stripe pant, red shoes. Everything about this look was just phenomenal. It was comfortable, it was chic. I even put in red earrings. I was really feeling myself on this day, and I put my black blazer out of this over this because I feel like that grounded the look. And even when I put it on, like, everything just came together so crisp and lovely, and I think this was my favorite look of the week. Now let's get into Friday. Friday was another day when I was in my head. I don't know why sometimes I get in my head. My mom would say I'm too fussy, right? And I think she's right. Like, some days I just want to do so much, and I don't know what that is about, but I really just enjoy dressing up. That's really what it's about. I just enjoy dressing up, and I like when the looks really come together. So I knew I had this H&M wide leg pants, the brown pants. They were always on the clothing rack, right? They were a part of the plan to wear, but I was gonna wear it with a t-shirt. No, that t-shirt I was gonna wear it with another blazer, but when I put all of that together, something wasn't working with it. So I eventually changed that t-shirt to my long sleeve brown turtleneck. And I did try this blazer on, but I did try it on before I did my hair and makeup, and something about the overall look was just giving dark and uninteresting. And I said, you know what, let me have my coffee, let me do my hair, let me do my makeup, and let me try this again. And once I got my hair done and my makeup done and a little caffeine in me, I hate to say it, I felt a little bit better, and I put this whole outfit together, and I was all of a sudden feeling it. I was like, this is very chic. And now I couldn't decide whether to do one of these belts. Both of them are thrifted, by the way, and they're just excellent belts. This belt I wore with the beige and navy blue skirt earlier this week, but I also have this little drop waist belt loop situation, which I really liked as well. I really couldn't decide which belt was better, but I ended up going with the broad one because I do think that looked really nice. I'm actually wearing my black loafers with this. It would have been nice with my usual pointy toe heels, but I also wanted to do flats today. So I did that, and I brought in this Armani exchange blazer that I thrifted at the same store that I got that brown coat with. And of course I wore my brown coat over this as well. I didn't take a video of that, but you can just imagine, all brown. It was a really good look, so I really enjoyed the look after all. Even though it was really giving me a hard time, it came together really nicely, and that was the final product. Now, today is Saturday. I'm currently wearing my outfit that I wore today. I wanted to end this video on Sunday, but I realized that I really didn't discuss any Sunday looks with you either. So it's fine to just give you like the week between work and just my errands day, right? So I went to Target last night. I was just looking for some essentials, and I ended up finding some brooches on sale. They had like these packets, and it has about 3 or 4 pieces on them for $3.59. I also got these earrings for about $3.59 as well. And so I was kind of eager because, you know, once I buy my stuff, I want to wear it the very next day, right? So I was just like, how can I wear that? I have seen people bejewel like their ties, blazers, shirt collars. So I thought about this black tie as a solid tie, and I was like, especially this brooch because it's black and gold, I thought this would look really nice on the tie. And instead of just doing the typical white shirt with black tie, I was like, how about a black on black? Like, we talk about button-down shirts and like a white one is essential. We even talk about a blue stripe being essential. But what about a black shirt? I don't feel like it gets enough love. And again, I'm not really an advocate for black colored clothing, but there is a time and place when it really works. And I felt like the contrast with the black shirt and the black tie and the bejewelment really worked. So I had that idea last night. It wasn't a part of the plan at all for this week, but these were pieces that were already pre-ironed, and I had these, you know, my favorite animal print pants. I thought that the material and the texture and everything, this would have worked perfectly. Now, I could have worn my leather skirt as well, but I wasn't feeling a skirt today, so I did the pants and I have my boots on with that, and I thought the look came together really nicely. I still think the red, black and white outfit is my favorite. Comment below and let me know which one is your favorite. It could be the brown one. I think the brown one is a really nice one. I got a lot of compliments when I wore the red and black ensemble, red, black and white ensemble, but I also got a lot of nice comments when I wore this brown look, you know. So those were the people's choice, but let me know what my YouTuber's choice of outfit is. I feel like for my errands day, it was very casual and basic, you know, basic white and denim, which is good, but you know, when you're talking about fashionable interest or just being extremely chic and dressed up, sometimes I just want to add a little bit more pizzazz, and I don't think I brought enough pizzazz. That's the same thing, the vibes that it gave me on Monday as well. I felt like that was a little bit more really basic, but I'm myself's worst critic, like everyone most time is. So I will just reserve my thoughts or any more of my thoughts and allow you to tell me how you feel. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Also, don't forget to like the video, share it with a friend, comment below, let's have a chat. You know, I love to hear from my people. I love to interact and engage. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. Until next time, stay blessed. Bye y'all.